US grief author who poisoned husband sentenced to life in prison. A mother who published a children's book about grief after the sudden death of her husband was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole after being convicted of his murder. A jury back in March found that Kouri Richins of Utah killed her husband in 2022 by poisoning him with a fentanyl-laced drink. Richins, 36, had racked up millions of dollars in debt, taken out life insurance policies on her husband, and was having an extramarital affair, prosecutors said during a weeks-long trial this year. When issuing the sentence on Wednesday, the very same day Eric Richins would have turned 44, which is ironic, Judge Richard Morsi, if that's how you pronounce his last name, said the judge said a person convicted of those things is simply too dangerous to ever be free. Couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, it wasn't like she ever showed any remorse during the trial. I know sometimes your lawyers and whatnot will tell you not to show any sort of emotion because it might impact the jury's decision on whether or not you are guilty of the crime you are being accused of. But when it comes to this, someone you spent so much time with and you've had kids with, like, how can you not show a little bit of emotion? How could you actually resist showing any sort of emotion during this trial? Or during that trial, rather. Either way, that shouldn't prove whether or not she's guilty, but at the same time, you would expect at least some kind of emotion. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. The mother of three, who did not testify during the trial, spoke for about 30 minutes on Wednesday, mainly addressing her children, the BBC media partner CBS News reports. I know today you do not want to speak to me, and you hate me. That's okay. When you are ready, I will be here for you, she said. I don't think, because she obviously was addressing those kids, I don't think those kids will ever forgive her. Like, I can't speak for those kids because obviously I don't know them and I don't know what's going through their heads, especially as they get older. But like, someone who killed your own father without any sort of remorse, now obviously I can't speak for the kids because I don't know the kids and I don't know what's going through their heads, especially as they get older. But I can't see them ever forgiving their mother. I can't see them ever wanting to talk to their mother ever again. You know, they killed... Richards was also found guilty of fraudulently claiming insurance benefits after her husband's death at their home outside the ski resort town of Park City. Prosecutors said during the trial that she was falsely believed. Prosecutors said during the trial that she falsely believed she would inherit his estate. Prosecutors said during the trial that she falsely believed she would inherit his estate, worth more than $4 million, aka £3 million in the UK, after he died. They also said she was planning a future with a man with whom she had an affair with. And that poor guy, like, I know he's in the wrong as well because he was having an affair with a married woman. But when that guy got on the trial, when that guy who she was having an affair with got on stand during her trial, he was really, really broken down. Like, I think he really fell for her. He really loved her. And he really felt as though they were going to have a future together. So to see him on the stand, this guy he was a mess. Emotionally, he was a mess. He showed more emotion. He showed more emotion than Kouri Richins did the entire trial. And that's saying something. Like, yeah, he's in the wrong too, don't get me wrong, but, you know, he also got played. But not only did she, like, you know, so it's safe to assume she was just using this guy and had no clear plans for a future with him for whatever reason. Richards was also found guilty of attempted murder over an earlier incident when she had poisoned her husband's sandwich. So this is the first. So not only once did she attempt to kill him, but she twice attempted to kill him, and unfortunately the second time she did succeed. So it goes to tell you, like, this bitch should not be anywhere near other humans outside of a prison cell. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Not only did she try to kill him once, but when she found out that didn't do the job, she later on tried to kill him again, but this time unfortunately succeeded. And that's her husband, by the way, not the other guy. Richins was arrested in March 2023, 2 months after she published the picture book Are You With Me?, which she said was designed to help people, including her 3 children, cope with the death of a loved one. We wrote this book and we are really hoping that it provides some comfort for not obviously just my family, but other families that are going through the same thing, she told the radio station in an interview before her arrest. She dedicated the book to her husband, calling him my amazing husband and a wonderful father. I don't know about any of you guys, but I'm perfectly happy that she never gets to see the light of day again. Outside. Good things happen to good people. You couldn't ask. In terms of her sentencing, Kouri Richins' sentencing, you couldn't ask for a better result. If I was a family, I know it doesn't give you back your brother, your son, your father. I know that doesn't take anything away in terms of that situation, but at the same time, you could not ask for a better result, and I wouldn't be happier. And you couldn't be happier with the sentence that she has given. And you couldn't be happier with the sentence that the judge has given her, which is life without the possibility of parole. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys feel differently. I know neither one of them, Kouri Richins or Eric Richins, were perfect in their relationship. Both had issues. I can't remember the full details of the whole relationship and the whole ins and outs of their relationship and whatnot. But if I remember correctly, they both had some sort of issues, whether it be addiction or whatever it may be. But please let me know your feelings down below. What do you think of this news? Are you thrilled that she's been sentenced to life without the possibility of parole? What did you think of the whole situation involving Kouri Richins and her husband Eric, in terms of her killing him? So please, as always, feel free to comment down below any thoughts, any feelings you might have regarding this sentencing and just the trial overall, if you are familiar with the trial of Kouri Richins versus Herrick. Until next time, take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.